Hello everybody. I'm out here wandering today. I usually do Owasso because it's my hometown and it's beautiful. But Shiawassee County has a lot of beautiful areas. So today we're going to check out the Corunna Historical Village. And in my opinion, I probably should have done this yesterday because it was much nicer out here. It's not bad. The sun is peeking out just a little bit. It's in the 50s. It's a little breezy. And it's the day before Easter, and I'm gonna pan over here before we walk the village just to show. Come on over here. Like, look at all the cars. They're having an Easter egg hunt. Oh, I see the Easter bunny over there. He's over there helping. And you've got the rings. None of this was here when I was a kid. I think the centipede, I think is what it is, the climbing thing. I think it's still here. I have a picture of me on it at one time, my niece, and then her daughter on it, all at different ages in our lives. So it's been here a long time. And just a beautiful little park. This is McCurdy Park. It's right on Corunna Avenue, M71. If you're not from here, and they had their historical village here. And I'm going to walk down the road instead of the beautiful wooden plank, sidewalk, which is really cool. This is the Lemon House. It's a school, sorry. School. Force a habit there on that saying it's a house. As you see, we've got benches that have been donated by different groups. And you can tour this at different times of the year. And I apologize, I don't know where he's at. I hear a woodpecker in the distance, and he's having a field day wherever he is at. See, it's just beautiful here. I was talking to my friend yesterday. She comes on her lunch break. She works over here in Corunna, and she comes on her lunch break, and she had to go last night and get some peanuts, I think, and I could be wrong, just some sort of nut for the squirrels. So I seen them when I pulled up, and I'm gonna have to go closer. As many times as I've been here, you'd think I would remember which place is which. But before we check out this house here, let's spin over slowly. Don't make anybody dizzy, including myself. This is really cool, this building. And oh, they got a little take one there if you come to the village. And you can make donations. It says it's the New Haven Township Hall, Henderson and State Road, circa 1880s. Was moved here in 2002. And at Christmas, this place is just gorgeous. It's usually, if I remember correctly, the weekend after Thanksgiving, and Friday night is the light parade in town, and then that building out there in the distance, I think it's called the community center today. For those of you who are originally from here, we know it as a casino. I don't know why it was called a casino, it just always was. They have festivals of trees in there, and the schools decorate the trees. I think it's like third grade. Where are we? We're at the Spencer Cold Store Home. And it was at Elm and West Main Street in Owasso. Store, I'm wondering if they're the same people. Oh, look, the light came on. It must be motion activated. And I found, gonna bring you down here. For those of you want, there's an Easter egg down there. But I mean, it's really beautiful this time of year, and nobody's here right now. But this is really happened like at Christmas. Santa is usually in the casino or community room. You can walk through the village here, and it's just gorgeous. There's docents in to guide you and answer your questions. We're going to come up to this side. Pine Tree Cemetery Building, donated by the city of Corunna. Pine Tree is not that far away. There's a little footbridge you can walk across and walk over there. Here's this. And I want to pan out to this. And I brought up about donating. So this is in honor of all veterans from the Daughters of the Union Veterans of the Civil War, 1861 to 1865, the Juliet E. Stevens, Tent 14, Corunna. And I emphasize that because I was a member of that organization before they disbanded, and we donated that bench. So, like I said, anybody can get a hold of. I would get a hold of City Corunna if you do, or the Historical Society would be best. But if you don't have the Historical Society's number or can't find them, I would call City Corunna and say, hey, we're interested in donating to help preserve this. This house here, which I'm gonna walk up to, I've been in it. There's an upstairs. I've never been upstairs. When I was here, I don't think you could access the upstairs. Maybe you can now, but I remember looking at the stairs going, I wouldn't want to climb them. They're very steep, if I remember correctly. And I might be able to peek in the window for you. Actually, if you come through, there'll be deer running through here. I've got pictures of deer running through this area, because there's a wooded area just a few houses over. So this is the Hobson Hornack home, Juddville and Geck Road. Okay, and I will peek in the window in just a second. I want to bring you over. So, herb garden caretaker Chris Fulton. Well, thank you, Chris Fulton. I mean, it's been winter. They're nowhere near ready to start cleaning this up. We're gonna drop down tonight into the 30s, so there's no. I'm gonna let you peek inside here. I don't know how well we can see, but here's another view. I can get the front window as well. See, I'm gonna wait till he passes, and then there's just a gentleman in here walking. Oh, and there's somebody with their kids. See, here's another view. Come to the next window. So there were some kids obviously out doing the Easter egg hunt, and they're over here. Oh, they found the blue egg. Some little girl found the blue egg. As you can see, there's more mulch over there and some little. All these buildings are marked too. Donated a member of Master Gardener Donna Schroeder. That's not. I don't know how big it was when they donated it, but if that was donated in 13, it's grown very well over here. I'm not going to go out to that little building because it is very, very mushy out here. Corn crib, Oakley area. Donated by the Oldridges. Looks like it might be used for a little bit of storage, the garden stuff. In the little building. Yes. Over here. I mean, if you look, their plants are coming up. I think I've seen some daffodils up, but it's an outhouse. That is cool. Outhouse from Morris. Looks like they need to fix the door. I'm gonna pan back so you can see it from this angle. And then here's a barn. It says 1867 at the top. Williams Carriage Barn, Fairfield Township. Oh, it's donated by the Glenn. I'm going to put Cleo in there. That just says Glenn. It's Glenn and Cleo Williams, who are good people. The Williams Carriage Barn, Shiawassee Township. I'm trying to think. Unfortunately, like I said, the Williams are good people. Glenn and Cleo have both passed away. Side note, they are the parents of the Owasso mayor's wife. Little side note for those of you who don't know that. So as you can see, some of the flowers are coming up. And this is the back of the house we saw. We kind of walked over, but I'm trying to avoid the kids. I don't know these kids. I don't want to videotape them. They come here for an Easter egg hunt, not for me to videotape them. Oh, I got a leaping squirrel. Him on videotape. You can watch him. He was leaping a minute ago. I think the kids are scaring him off. But I believe they come out, oh, I see some daffodils too, in late spring. So probably before Memorial Day would be my guess. And spruce everything. Because if you live in Michigan, you know, pretty much Memorial Day is good for planting, that sort of thing. And anything before that, you risk frost. So I want to point this out. We've talked in several of our videos about Kerwood Festival. I'm going to get a little shout out that every year they have somebody run for Mr. Owasso for the Shiawassee Firefighters Memorial. Maybe I can get Travis at some point to give us an update on the memorial. This was something that former city councilor Burton Fox, who has since passed away, was very passionate about. He got us an old fire truck, and I want to point in on this, that we have, and we want to house it there. And I was just talking to Travis when he announced he is running for Mr. Owasso and for the firefighter memorial, which is something I personally believe in, because firefighters are true heroes. Like, a soldier is willing to go to war and die for your freedom, but a firefighter is willing to run into your house and save you. So this bench is donated in memorial of Lucille Irene Faber. Here's a gazebo. Oh, there is a little mark on the gazebo. Let's go check it out. There's a kid on their bike over here. Churchyard arch replica. I had to pause for a minute. I had to sneeze. It's that time of year. And then I'm going to come up on this. Well, hello, little buddy. See if I can get in on him. Oh, he's got an itch. My nephews talk about squirrels all the time and about how we have giant. Look at this one's coming right up. Oh, no, he changed his mind. He goes, you're talking too much, lady. I got nothing for you, buddy. I'm sorry. Yeah, so I don't know where you all live, but here, the squirrels aren't really afraid of people. Okay, just gonna follow right along with me. Like, girl, you better have some food. There he goes. Or she. I don't know. It's a squirrel. This one's hard to read. In the memory of Norma Green, I think it says. And this bench does not have a marker on it. Oh, the squirrel left. That's okay. As you can see, there's a car here. The kids were Easter egg hunting. And I think they drove their kids over here. So you can drive like around this circle part. Not when they're having events though, I don't think. Now, my family are Lutherans. Came to the Lutheran side of my family. Came here in 1950 with Harris Milling Company. And by that I mean Shiawassee County. My grandfather worked for Harris Milling and they moved here. But this is the Christ Lutheran Church out of Oakley. I believe it was on M57, or at least the new one is. Does it say exactly where it's at? We'll walk up the steps. They're very steep steps. I wonder if they were original, if they did it. See, it's the M57 at Hemlock Road. I'm hoping you can see that because it's very, very dark. Try to see with the sun coming up. And it was built in 1888. And you notice it says the German Lutheran Church. You'll see that a lot around here. It's always the German Lutherans. Because most of us who attended these churches came to America from Germany. Mine came to Frankenlust Township, which is the bay side of Frankenmuth. And we're founding members and ran for office and one was on school board. And so, don't know what that is up on top. I don't know if you can see it. The one looks a little bit like a stick, but I don't know, maybe it's from the chimney. So this was actually part of a house. It's not like they built onto it. It was always there. And you can, like I said, Christmas, you can come through. You can go in these buildings. This one you can go upstairs in. There is a couple of markers up here. Let's go check them out. Let's do the bench. This bench was donated by John and Connie Austin for their years of service to the village. And like I said, it's winter. Technically it's spring. This is the Webster Davis Cribs home, Corunna Avenue, Corunna. It doesn't give exact locations. But, oh, there's a marker on the garage. I've never actually walked over here, so let's go check this out. Oh, I didn't even know. I knew the sidewalk was here, but they got a wheelchair ramp if that's needed to get in. But they have done an excellent job. And a lot of this, as you've seen, is not just Corunna. You've got the entire county. They got a cement over there. I wonder if they're going to add something else. So I'm going to call this garage. It does say garage. Donated by Kelly and Diane. Is it Ketchum? So, and as you see, like there's propane there. Everything, is taken care of. It's heated. So, I mean, they don't have pipes in there. They don't have water. I don't think. They might. But this Corunna Historical Village has done a great job. Now, there's the gazebo we passed earlier. We'll go check that out. Oh, these trees all have markers as well. Well, I didn't know they were donating trees. To me, that's great. Somebody whose nickname is Tree, huh? I love the idea that they've donated trees. Now this marker, okay, this one says, oh, this is by the Voigt family, Connie and Jerry Voigt, sugar maple. So I'm not a farmer or an arborist or whatever you call somebody who does that. They probably could at some point tap it. I don't think it's ready yet and get maple syrup from it, but I don't know. All right, so this was built, it sounds like. Construction of this pavilion for the Corunna Historical Village of Shiawassee County was coordinated by Kevin Davis as his Eagle Scout project in 2009. There's the phone number if you want to reserve the park or the pavilion. And the phone number is 989-743-4995. Now I want to jump back to Eagle Scouts because there's a number of projects here a young person who wants to become an Eagle Scout could do. Whether it's here in the Corunna Historical Village or it's in Castle Park, in Owasso, maybe the Durand Depot. And number just 3, I'm thinking off the top of my head while I'm walking. So, all right, this one in memory of beloved ones Daniel Schmidt and Molly Schmidt. It's just a tree, but it's beautiful, especially right now. I had to come back and just take a picture of that one. Now, this seems a little odd that there would be, unless they, all right, I want to point this out. See, these sticks will be gone. It's too early to come out. Yeah. I just think that's in honor of, and they stuck it. I don't think that tree's too big to have been here the entire time, in my opinion. So this one was donated by the Friends of the Village. I don't know, can you see the mystery kind of light show up? And we've got, like, here's another tree with a marker, but these trees have been here a while. Well, it says this was donated by the Voigt family. It's a red sunset maple. It says it was donated in 2004. Well, maybe. That tree looked like it got damaged in the recent storms. And all that like build up is the sledding hill. So you can come sledding over here. And I don't know if you can read it because it's really light. This is James Oliver Curwood, and it says Curwood's on the door. And this says James Oliver Curwood. He often rented this cabin on Houghton Lake. This is circa 1919. Donated in memory of Ivan Conger in 2017. Ivan was a great historian for Curwood Castle and James Oliver Curwood. But I know I'm going to give a plug for my sister, Denise Grace, who has really taken what Ivan has done to a whole new level, because she runs the castle. So if you're ever at Owasso, stop by Curwood Castle and say hi to her. She's the one, like, the downstairs is a rotating museum of Owasso history, and she's really researched this stuff. And I'm kind of sinking in the mud here, but it looks like they're going to put something here. I haven't heard of anything, but then again, I don't live in Corunna. I live in Owasso, and I'm going to be honest with you, you really can't tell when you're out of one and into another. These towns are so intertwined with each other. They may pick at each other, but this is the Grand Trunk Western Railroad. And so built 1894. We're a big train community as well. We have Corunna, the depot. I'm scoping in on the cement there. It says 1890, but I don't know if something else goes with it. If that was the park even, I don't know. And then they renamed it. Here's the tinsmith. So I have been, the woodworking is coming up a little bit. I have to work on that. And there's plastic. I'm gonna over the windows. So all this little tin making stuff's in there. You probably can see my reflection. No hat today. I actually had my hair up and the wind's kind of blown it. But, so the train stuff, I live in Owasso, we hear trains constantly come through. And then you've got the Durand Depot. And I can't see that, so I'm hoping you guys can. I just can't see in there. I'm too short. I have a former boss, asked me, because I don't know, oh, this must be for horses? I'm going to estimate. Don't actually know. I'll have to ask the next time I'm here. This is blacksmith. Circa 1900, replica building was constructed by the village volunteers in 2011. Oh, materials from more than a dozen original area structures were used. Well, that's great. I am all about trying to be true, and I get it. You know, we're 100 years past that. Stuff might not still be around, but you know, hey. And I don't know this bench, but whoever made, oh, there is a marker way down here, and it's not white, it's kind of gold. Look at that, 2024. So this last year, built and donated. Look at that. And I'm going to say the name, Chinhook Construction, Corunna. That, thank you. You might not have heard it from the average people, or you might have heard it from Corunna, not from people from Owasso, but thank you. I appreciate everything everybody does here. Okay, I'm just going to scope in on the bench first. In loving memory of Bob Graham, in the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make. Okay, we're at the bicycle shop, so I'm going to wave in case you can see me in there. Hi. It's a bum day. Out just doing Teresa stuff. All right, so this is the Lawson Bicycle Shop. The collection of bicycles, related memorabilia from Merle Lawson. And look at the little Chief pedal car. So they sell stuff in here. It looks like shirts. There's some cool little stuff in here. So this is worth checking out again. I've only been in this building once, and I don't know what this is. If it's something like some sort of game. But I'm going to pan back as far as I can to get the whole bicycle museum in. I had to watch where I'm walking. There's sticks everywhere from the storms we've had lately. There it is. And then there's our little friendly squirrel again. He's over there, but I think I may have started my video out. See, there's a gazebo over there. I think you can see the bridge that connects you to the trail. That trail will take you all the way to Kerwood Castle if you'd like. It's the James Minor Trail, and you can walk along that and go. But before I end, I want to scope in on this. So, I have friends. I have crazy friends because I wouldn't want normal friends. And I think this is project of my friend Lenore right here. I think she fed the squirrels. We had dinner last night, and she was late getting there because she had to get food for her squirrels. And rumor has it, one of them only has, look, they're not moving. He's like, girl, I'm eating my nuts. You do what you want. So, anyway, so rumor is there's one squirrel down here that has one eye. So if you get some time, come on down to McCurdy Park and check it out. And I hope you guys have a great day.